That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tuck into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get this.
Bitch, you want to take this time, right?
You got to go hard. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are back in this bitch. What it is, what it was, and what it will be. Welcome to another episode of More to Discuss in the building. First one of the year. I'm back with your co-host. I am No Flyer. See, I ain't been doing this shit in a while. No Flyer, your host in the building. Here with your co-host, my lovely, beautiful daughter, The Toes. Yeah,
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, we in this bitch.
What it is.
We are in this bitch. First time of the year, 2025 in this place. And we are in place too. Shit. Tuned up.
Oh my God. It's been ages, right? You know?
About that long. You know what I'm saying? About that long. Yes, man.
Minute. How have you been? What's been up?
Hey man, sliding into 2025, feeling good, feel loose and fancy free around this bitch. Trying to make it happen, man. We making some changes to the channel, to the show. Basically all the shows, overhauling the channel and generally. The front of Pine is going over a young overall, and it's dope. But yeah, just working, man.
Expanding. I've been seeing it.
Grinding. Yeah, that's it. Working and grinding. Grinding and working. What you been up to?
School, you know. Got my college going. I made President's List or Dean's List last year for all 4 semesters. So I moved into the next year of my college experience with a 4.0. Your girl's doing her thing. And I'm also in my aesthetic school. So I'm working my way through that as well. We starting to work into like the hands-on and stuff. So I'm excited. This year's going to be really lit. While still working full time. So I'm just making a damn thing happen, really. Honestly, that's all I can say. Taking it one day at a time, you know, just trying to be lit.
Yeah, well, lit you shall be because you grinding for it. So, you know, it's all gonna come to fruition. You said one day at a time, let it all come to you.
That's
it's on the way.
Because you know trying to take it more days at a time, be like real. You can't do that, you know? You can't do that.
So that's what I felt. That's what I found about life that I've learned is being present is valuable, right?
It is.
Being in the moment that you're in and taking control or taking stock or being able to appreciate and focus on now, right? Because tomorrow's tomorrow for sure. Of course, you're gonna have plans for tomorrow because everybody want to stay one step ahead. Don't nobody want to get caught slipping. But for the most part, you want to be in the now, and being in the now kind of helps you manage your time too, because you be more present, focused, so you're more aware of the hour.
I know what you're gonna do or what's going on. Like, I feel like when you focus on tomorrow or the next day or the next day, you forget to be happy where you at. You so stressed out about what's coming up.
Also, a key to procrastination because you take for granted the fact that tomorrow and the day after that is going to be there.
Right.
So
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a victim of that. Like wholeheartedly, it's kind of bad, honestly. Like I'll be like, I'll just do this tomorrow. I'll just do that tomorrow. Like even with my hair, like I started braiding my hair. You know what I'm saying, y'all? You know, I'm still working on it, and it's like I could finish this tomorrow, but I'm like, no. I'm gonna do this tonight because why?
I wonder if things like procrastination is genetics because that is so me. But I know where mine stem from though. Like I'm the biggest procrastinator in the world, but because I've learned as a child and even as an adult, like I work well under pressure. Like I'm not a nervous
like I can get you, like I can push stuff. Like for me this week, I was kind of lagging in school a little bit. I was just pushing stuff to the next day, but everything is done now. Like it's gonna get done. It's like don't give
So
me a time span to get something done because I'm gonna take my time.
yeah, you tell me I got this much time, and I'll be like, all right, cool. I only need this much time, so bet I got you. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing about that
Give
too
me
that we
two
got to be
weeks. I'm
aware
gonna
of
take the last 3 days before it's due.
to get
And
it
if that
done
shit
because
happens,
it's just
straight up.
nothing, right? But here's the thing:
Yeah.
you gotta. It's two things you can take to that, right? One, don't fall into that habit. You got to put yourself in the mind frame of well, get it out the way, and then all
Right.
I can do later. Or while you are procrastinating, make sure that it's highly imperative you're working on something else. You're
Right.
not procrastinating for the sake of procrastinating. Like if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, then that's cool. But if you just robbing to rob, then that shit don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm.
if
It's
you
all
are
about intentions.
or being in present, exactly, move with intention. Every move you make have to be with some type of intention. Even if the intention is to rest that day, then do that. So when you do get back to it, you are recharged, not rest and then do a little bit here, do a little bit there. Nah, nigga.
Right. No, you already did that. You did that yesterday.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's the key. That's the key. I'm a procrastinator myself, and I've been just going through a lot of forums and just fucking, doing research on it because it's a problem for me, but not a problem to where it's detrimental. But I do want to get out of that habit. It's a horrible habit. It's not really a problem. It's a habit that I want to break. But I'm trying to. That's why I'm doing this pre-recording shit. That way I'm not pressed. You know what I'm
Right. We got
saying?
shit that's in stacked up, ready to go.
In the
So
cut. We
when it's
keep
time, it's
pushing
time.
young content like the content we gonna be on today. By the way, y'all, the style of our show or the content of our show is changing. We are now getting off into some shit we really want to be on because that whole fucking celebrity gossip shit. Me personally, give a fuck about what the celebrity niggas do.
Me
They
either.
don't pay me, so fuck them. I mean, I guess reacting to their shit will pay a nigga eventually, but at the end of the day, that's not what I'm chasing. I'm not a fucking reporter. I want to talk about shit I like talk about, get into the
Right.
shit I want to get into, which is conspiracy, like a lot of conspiracy theory. Because I know I've lived personally through the whole Mandela effect thing. Like personally for me,
Damn,
when
me
did
too. Oh my.
when that's a whole nother episode, but we just go touch on this right quick. When did niggas stop saying my back itch? And everybody started saying, oh well, scratch my back, and everybody started saying itch my back. When did that happen? When was that a thing?
That happened like some years ago.
Because I know niggas used to say scratch. Now niggas is itching everything. And I'm like, how the fuck does that work, nigga? You can't itch it. Itch is itching already.
I already
So
know the
irritating.
whole. Okay, so I feel like that's a part of the whole hive mind situation and the level of control that the government has learned, and they just be dropping shit just like all these random words that everybody just be saying that no one's ever heard from or where it came from. Everybody just be saying like type shit. Where did that come from?
Okay, so now that's
It literally
different
just
though.
came out of
That's
nowhere.
different because niggas start fast, right? Niggas start fast. Niggas are okay, like um um how do you say fucking slang is what it is. Niggas make
Yeah,
words up for everything all the time, and then you'll hear
for
it somewhere else. Be like,
everybody,
nigga, I made that
everywhere.
up. Right. The beside that's okay. Now, yeah, because of the way social media works. Motherfucker see a motherfucker text something and think it's cool. Now he texted it. His friends see you texting like, and you don't even know where the fuck came. Now everybody doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Type
and you're not the
shit.
only one with that idea. It's 100,000 you motherfuckers with that. Oh shit, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom. You know what I mean? So now, yeah, I can understand that now, as opposed to back in there. Like, nigga, when they start saying that, where the fuck you get that from? And then normally got to be from a nigga from like out of state or something. When you're out of state cousins, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Like
then you
that's how
just
we picked
started
it
in
up
your
back
time.
then. Yeah,
I
yeah,
get you.
yeah. But now I can see it blowing away faster because slang is slang, man. You know niggas don't keep nothing the same.
That
And
shit
it all
cycles
come from
so
us. It all
fast.
come from us. Ain't no white people create
Literally
none.
cycles
None of that
so
shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right quick. The age of motherfucking information. All right, so look, how do you feel about our moon? Our beautiful our moon is dope and weird all at the same time. I've been down this rabbit hole a couple times, and it's weird. It's weird
I
as
would
hell.
say it's very weird because I've been down this rabbit hole a couple times myself as well. And more so recently, hearing like a couple of different theories that definitely make me raise my eyebrow, and that just made me think like, hearing the different things, a lot of things I've been seeing just like over the years, like stuff that you're only supposed to see like once in every kabillion years is happening twice in 1 year, and all types of just different, like really different things. Like I have literal footage in my phone of the blood moon, like multiple times a year, like bright as fuck. Like I'm talking about, like whoa. I had footage of the super moon. Nigga, remember when you was telling
I
me
seen one. I seen
you
one
seen
with
the
mine
first
own
one
two
of the
eyes,
back in the
nigga.
day was where it was like huge. The one that I
Too
seen, like
big.
it was so big, like, and I'm literally driving on my way to class. Like there's no way that that's the one. It was so big, and I'm just like,
No,
how the
no, no,
fuck
no, 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 no,
is
oh, no, no,
like?
no. I don't think you understand. I don't think you
No, you're
understand.
telling me like it was like covering the sky. And was like
No, no,
you was
no, no.
driving into that bitch.
There was
Like
literally nothing behind it. Literally no sky, no fucking nothing behind. It was like a dude. It's the only thing you can see in front of you at all. Ain't no seeing around it, nigga. Ain't no
yeah,
none of that.
it was just huge.
Like you was driving into another planet, nigga. That shit was so scary. And I'm telling you, if my uncles was, if they'd have freaked out, like, oh shit, what the fuck the moon? You know what I'm saying? It'd been a totally different story. But them two niggas was cool, so I stayed cool. And that motherfucker was right in front of us. Like, nigga, do you see this motherfucking moon? Like, nigga, I know we high, but we ain't this high, nigga. Nigga, what the fuck is going on with that bitch? Like, nah, bro. That shit was huge. Scary huge.
So that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. And I've experienced some crazy ass shit with the moon too. It's like I don't know, man. I've also heard so much different things like about like how there's supposed to be something on the back of the moon, like a station on the back of the
Oh
some
yeah.
organs and all
Oh
the different
yeah.
stuff with trading technology or different entities. And then I also heard
The lizard people,
about
you know what I'm saying?
it's supposed to be a reflection of the whole Earth, not just the Earth that we're shown with the continents that they've only explored. Is that plus all the unexplored land as well, just in a black and white scale. And then the video that I watched, I think I sent to you, or if I did it, I need to find it and send to you. He like put the Earth picture on top of the moon, right? And our picture only covered like the bottom part of it, and it was just like so much more. And then he lightened it up, and it was literally looking exactly the same. And I'm just like,
So here's what I think. Okay, so I was tripping off of the accounts of back in the day how motherfuckers got memories or there was actually human beings before there was a moon in the sky, right?
oh,
Um so the Zulu tribe has tales of before there was a moon in the sky. Sumerians have tales of before there was moons in the sky. They have tales of how the moon was actually formed in the sky.
wow,
Um, so it is a fact that our moon is way younger. The moon is way younger than Earth is. So it wasn't formed at the same time. So all that erosion theory when the fucking meteorite hit the moon and all the shit just bought on again. That didn't happen. That's not
bullshit.
possible.
Yeah,
That's definitely bullshit. Um
I mean, I heard
uh
there's actually not even any real pictures of the fucking Earth. So how do we even know like what the fuck?
well, I mean, going off what we do know, right? Going off of just everything that is programmed in whatever simulation theory that we are in, running around in. Everything is cyclical, right? Everything is 360, right? My favorite saying is, nigga, shit that you do, karma's a bitch. And everything comes back around. That's why there's a reason why there are no square planets. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying? There's a reason for that shit because it's supposed to recycle itself. You know what I'm saying?
but then that makes me wonder, like, okay, so I don't know if you've seen it, but it was a post. It's talking about on January 25th that NASA basically leaked that all the planets are supposed to be aligned, and we're supposed to be able to see them in the sky, in the night sky, right? On
Uh-huh.
January 25th, coming up. So here's my thing. if we see these planets, what you think about to start happening with this moon?
So here's the thing, right? I think that may be
Like,
true, but I don't think it'll be seen like how everybody get a different visual of the solar eclipse. I think certain people will be able to see all of them lined up, especially at higher altitudes,
right,
especially with telescopes and shit. But I
right.
don't think it'd be like a look up in the sky and you'll see 9 planets or 8 planets.
Nah,
Like,
that's what
oh,
they said.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
they said.
yeah. You'll see it, but a lot of us won't. You'll have to be at a certain point.
Yeah, and I'm
You
down
know what I'm
low, so I
saying?
don't know.
Shit, we are too in the desert. Well, we in the valley, so yeah, we. But telescopes will get you there for sure. But yeah, I heard that too. It's going to be interesting on 25th. I was looking forward to that too.
I think that
I
could
wonder
be
if the
really
moon
dope.
includes that though, or just the planets. And you know, that's about our moon. It's the biggest moon in our solar system. Not the
I
biggest moon in compared to
how
other moons. It's the
right.
biggest moon in our solar system in compared to its host planet. Right?
Okay.
No one has a moon this size in compared to their host planets. That's why Jupiter and Uranus and all them big motherfuckers got 20, 30, 40 moons because for some reason they didn't have the gravitational fucking power to hold
So
one
do
this
you
big.
think that when we were seeing the moon bigger, it was rotating closer?
Two things they say about that, right? They say there's a point in time every year where in the fucking whatever part of the atmosphere that's high up there, the water vapor accumulates a thin like a fucking mist or whatever the fuck, and it reflects everything bigger. The reflections that you get off the sea and shit, the reflections that you would get off the earth in terms of why
Off
the
the
sky is blue,
firmament, right? Uh-huh.
right? Bam. So that there's it's a thin layer of fucking water or whatever, water vapor that magnifies shit out there. That's why you get phenomena like super moons and shit like that.
Right.
And also, when they say the moon is and the Earth and the moon are at its closest rotations together, where the axis, because they generally don't get generally they're floating apart from each other. The moon is leaving us basically, but the way the Earth rotates, the axis, right? It rotates when the axis of the moon is close enough to it, then you will see it closer, but not as close as the phenomenon as the super moon, because them bitches be it's no real reason other than a glitch in the system why the moon
I
should be
was
that
just about to
goddamn
say,
big in
I
the
want
sky.
to believe everything that you just said, right?
Okay.
Like everything that you just said. I'm like,
No,
but it
no,
wasn't
that's just what they
digging.
say. That's what
It
they
wasn't.
tell us.
It wasn't seeping into me. Like it's like, nah. Like I feel like you said, it's definitely a simulation. I feel like there's definitely somebody controlling because the days, the nights, the moons, all this shit. Because it's like when I seen that moon, right? It was huge, right? It was huge, right? And I physically watched it with my own two fucking eyes, okay? And this is before my glasses was broken, so I could actually really
Yeah.
for real see, okay? So I'm seeing it with my glasses and also my four eyes. I could see this bitch went from huge as fuck to like the regular size. And I was driving with my neighbor actually because she was driving me to class. I tapped her, and said, "You seen that shit? You see?" She said, "Bro, it literally got like smaller, like right in front of us." Like, bro, I swear to God, I don't be tripping.
See,
Everybody
see.
be thinking I be conspiracy
So,
thing. I be talking
so,
shit. This is real life.
so your super moon actually got smaller as you've seen it.
Why as I'm literally watching it, like it literally
Okay.
was like huge as fuck. So look, I turned out on my complex that I live in, I turned out to the left. So we're driving straight. I literally look up to my fucking left. That shit is huge. I'm like, oh my god, that's the biggest one I ever seen. And I'm just looking, and as I'm looking, that shit literally goes like this. I said, ain't no fucking way. No one would believe me. No one would believe me. Like, if I'm telling this story, nobody would believe me because it's like, there's no way. And I know that shit literally got, they was like, oh shoot, let me adjust that. And turn that bit down. Straight up. Because I've also witnessed, like, you know how it be bright as hell outside. And that shit literally just went dark, like somebody flipped the switch. I'm like, the sun goes down. It sets, nigga. It don't just go, nigga, like a damn light switch.
So
I'm talking about
I
it
could,
went. I said, nah, I'm
I could
good.
tell you this, right? So my super moon stayed the same size until we decided to turn and get to the house and then look up, and that motherfucker was slightly smaller. But now you can see the black sky
Behind it.
on the edges of it. It was the
Okay.
weirdest shit ever. But when we were facing it, that motherfucker was right there. Like I'm looking at this wall, huge. You couldn't see nothing behind it. No more sky, no none of that shit, right? And then
Yeah.
we turned down the street we were supposed to turn to get to the house and look up, and it was still big, but you can see black sky around it. Like you can see
That's
shit behind it. But that motherfucker
crazy.
was still huge. And I was like, come to find out the next day, they wasn't nobody talking about that bitch on Facebook and none of that shit. And I was like, nigga, I know we wasn't tripping. Like, I
Because
know
that's,
we wasn't
bro,
tripping,
that's
nigga.
simulation. You know what it is, honestly. And a lot of people, that's why they try to get people to look down so much because it be a lot of crazy stuff going on in the sky. Like, remember I told you about my little UFO encounter over here by my house with a little big light.
Oh, I done had one of them too.
I be
Oh yeah.
seeing all types of shit happening in the sky, and I just be loving it when other people are with me. My boyfriend was with me during that. He was so like, I'm like, bruh, if I was by myself, nobody would believe me. But I'm so glad you're right here because I done been seeing all types of stuff. It's got the moon be different colors. It be doing different crazy ass shit. And it's like,
I gotta check my. I want to know how I can pull up all my shit off my cloud storage because I got pictures of a baseball or softball size object, nigga, literally like out there though, following me and my uncle going down the street. I got pictures of holes sucked out of clouds, like literal holes sucked out of the middle of fucking clouds. Yeah,
wow.
nigga. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm
Let's
saying.
see some
You like
shit,
me. We be
nigga.
seeing shit
I
going
done see
on
some
in the
shit in
sky.
them
I be
skies,
looking
nigga. I
up.
done see
I'm
some shit in
always
them
looking
skies.
up. And I swear I be seeing stuff falling from the sky, but then I be like, I'm tripping. But I don't be tripping, but I'm gonna just say I'm tripping because what the fuck y'all throwing stuff at me for?
I see, man. I'm telling you, I'm not all the time, but I didn't see shooting
I didn't see
stars, but and not how you see them like out there. I didn't see motherfuckers like rainbow over like probably 7, 8 blocks away type shit. Like what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? We just the fuck like a motherfucker hit
I
a
really think we just
basketball
have
shot,
that
nigga.
like sense, like we have that tap into the veil, so we like can see shit that I feel like other people don't be experiencing unless you're in the aura, you know,
So I
because it's
believe
like an
that
illuminated thing.
those who are cosmic see cosmic shit, and I believe
Mhm.
that we are cosmic dust. Like we are
For
elemental.
sure,
You know what I'm saying? So
star
those who tapped
seeds.
into it, right? Those who tap into it can see that type of shit. Like you can see beyond what the average motherfucker see because you tapped in through the root. You know what I'm saying? You in there. You that's why you always looking up. It's a thing. It's like a whole thing. And it's only a certain amount of people who do. That's why not everybody is an astrophysicist. Not everybody find that type of shit fascinating because you don't come from the people who are supposed to. You see
You
what I'm
know, I'm
saying?
obsessed with it. I need to
You know
know
what I
more.
mean?
I want to know more. I'm still trying to figure out why they so scared to go down the ocean. I feel like because they know they're gonna fall out the sky.
These motherfuckers go down there and go find something they ain't trying to find, like big ass mer people. Nigga, like nigga, we
Man,
tried to tell you
they didn't
motherfuckers to
see
stay up
some
there. We
shit.
tried to
Like
tell you niggas to stay up there, but you
I didn't
motherfuckers had
see,
to come down here.
bro. I just see some shit where this lady
Nah,
had
nigga.
been through like a crack inside of some some ocean in like a different country, of course. So she slides her body through with the little camera. Whoever was with her goes down behind her, and literally they keep swimming. Then they end up to like this cave where they can literally walk, but they're like walking in water, but it's still a cave. So cool. You see all these weird ass different little prints and shit in the cave. It's just like what the fuck. So then you just keep going. You know, it got that little drip stuff. You know, the little stuff that hang from the wall, ceiling or whatever. Cool. Then they make a little turn around this little hallway thing, and it's a like stairs. It's literally stairs in that bit. So they going up the stairs. I'm like, they finding underground worlds and shit. Like, it's so much stuff out here, and I feel like that's why they don't want to explore because they gonna suck themselves into a portal. I feel like the ocean is literally
So
full of portals.
I feel like they already got portals, air portals, land portals, and
Like
sea
these people
portals.
went through water and they ended up out of water.
As far as the water is concerned,
Like,
right? I think that so they blame all that shit on pressure. That's bullshit because animals down there, nigga. Animals down there. And
hella. And
um
that came up.
you can you can move through pressure long as you're moving through pressure. Hence, space exploration because fucking um space is the vacuum of space, nigga. It's pressure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, you can move through that shit too. Just like you can
But
move
that's
through
why I
water.
feel like if you go deep enough in the water, you end up in space because I feel like it is just that.
But see, that's what
I feel that. I
the
feel
reason why
that
I
way.
don't the reason why I don't think that way in terms of the water is
I fact.
because um I think that it's way deeper than that, right? And you have to literally go through something to get to the
Listen,
bottom.
okay, so listen, boom. I was so happy. Oh, thank you, universe. Oh my God, I was thinking like, I hope he says something that leads me into what I have to say. You literally said exactly what I needed you to say to lead into my evidence of that. Right? Boom. So it was this military diver nigga. I don't know what do they call the water study people, but it was a
Uh,
military.
uh
Um,
Navy dude,
no, he was like
Marine.
he was a marine biologist, but for the military.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he
yeah,
was studying the ocean and the water. Da, da, da. So he said he went deeper than the Mariana Trench with some drones and shit. So he found like an underwater like lake. So he had the drone or whatever it was pick up, something like skip a rock. First of all, underwater, the rock skip. Okay, cool. So this prompted them to bring a camera over to the lake to see what the hell's going on. So they scooped it first. You know how you scoop something in sand, nigga, the sand gonna come up in your hand, right? In the water, you scoop it, right? It was nothing. Okay, that was okay. So then they stuck a camera in there. Nothing. It was just nothing. It was like a vacuum. So then this shit got leaked somehow. Bro ended up dead. Whoopty Wally. You know how all that goes, right? But yeah, and I'm
So
like,
that's what I'm saying. So what, like a hologram or some shit? Like I don't understand.
it wasn't a hologram. That's what I'm saying. It was a video of.
But yeah, they were videoing, right? So the shit they tried to pick up, there was nothing. So meaning they was
It was
just
so
picking up
like
air.
how when you scoop up water, they had a device that was scooping the water,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
could
yeah.
see
I
the
know.
water,
Take
but it
samples.
wasn't like nothing was coming out. It was like once you go through the blanket of whatever the rock skipped over, it was nothing under that. It
Right,
was like a blanket of water.
right. But then when you scooped up, was the water in the scooper thing?
No, it was nothing.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like a hologram then.
I don't know. That's what made me feel like it was space because if it's nothing coming out of there, then what's coming out of there?
I mean nothing, because that's the end of the simulation.
They go to space
What I mean, probably. Like ain't no telling at that point. Because we can see stars in space.
or
You
a
know what I'm saying?
portal or a portal that or a
Well,
portal.
okay, so if that okay, so what were they standing on then? Oh no, it was a
So
drone hovering
it
over
was
it.
like a forefront. So they came out of the trench, right? It was like deeper than trench, like out of the whatever you call it. They came out of the rocks or whatever, and it was like the ground. It was like a beach under the ground, like Bikini Bottom. Let's say they was in Bikini Bottom. Let's say that it was like Bikini Bottom. It was a flat surface, but in that surface, it was a pond, you could say, or a lake, because it was a
So they
big
didn't cross
body,
it though. They couldn't go on either side of it. It was just like pond. I mean, it was just like what we standing on, then
like a
water, and
beachfront,
then
and
nothing.
then like a beachfront, and it was underwater, so it was just water, nigga. So it was just like a blanket of water, just continuous water. But once you go into it, it ain't nothing underneath that shit. Is what I'm saying. They won't like it ain't like when you walk into the beach, nigga. You walking into the water on the
And these
sand,
was just
and you
saying just
getting.
yeah, yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, nigga. It's like nigga, it's a
It's just
blanket,
like
nigga. Once you
nothing.
go in, nigga, that's you in, nigga.
Somebody should have went
And
in.
they
The
said it
drone
was
should
like
have
a
went in.
vacuum. They said it was
Yeah.
like a. He say it was like a vacuum. Say I did try to pull it. It didn't. It wasn't like an effortless comeback. It was like they had to get it back up.
Yeah, so that's
So
what I'm saying. They should have
it
sent,
could have been like the space or a portal.
the camera in there right quick, see what they can't see, and then bring it
They
back up.
did. It was nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They stuck it in. It was nothing. All of it
Yeah, but
showed. It literally showed it going to stopping, going around, coming back out. And you could. It had night vision. So nigga, even night vision is nothing. Nigga, it's night
oh
nothing.
yeah,
Nigga,
that was somebody
in and out.
closet.
Nah, man, I don't feel like that was nobody closet. I don't. I just genuinely don't
It
because
was like
I know
keep it in the
bullshit.
closet. Teeny, teeny. You know what I'm saying?
Like I be seeing bullshit and I be like, okay, now that's bullshit. That ain't real. That's bullshit. But I believe that. I really do believe that.
I don't know, right? So look, I gotta go to space so I can confirm some shit. But until I can do that, I don't even know, bro. This is some crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit could just be happening.
But
But look,
do
I
you
got
know the stuff
something.
that they showing us about them being in space ain't even true though? That should be
Okay,
simulated.
so look, that's what I'm saying. I gotta go up there and see. They got to simulate me. I'm what you are. All right,
What you,
I'm gonna share this right quick.
Coming up in less
No,
than 10 seconds now.
shut up, fool. Okay.
I'm gonna wait till you
Bam.
show the
All
thing.
right.
I ask you a question.
All right. You want to ask me before I show it? This is a how many minute? It's a 14-minute clip, right quick.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna ask you because I might forget.
all
How you
right.
supposed to go up there? This how all that shit fake. How you supposed to go up there when little local astronauts shooting shit into the sky and it's getting caught in the firmament? How you gonna get up there?
I mean, but I don't know what that means, but I do know this. If
Genius.
they gonna have to show me whether they took pictures, whether
They gonna
what's my
take it
nigga
to
name? Richard Branson and Elon Musk and it was on their bullshit about going out there because I'm
bro.
telling you, the
Here,
moment they got man-made flights, bros, I'm gonna treat that shit like a roller coaster. And I'm going up there to see what I can see. And if it ain't meant for me to see nothing, then fuck it, I ain't gonna see it. But if I see it, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you niggas what I saw
you know what they
because
gonna
I'm
put
going.
you in? They
I'm
gonna put
going.
you. They gonna tell you gotta go to a secret location. They gonna put you in a black
No,
car, with
no, no,
black tinted
no,
windows you
no.
can't see out of it, and you gonna go there, and then they gonna have you to the point where you really don't know where you at, and you gonna go inside somewhere, and then they gonna put you in a simulated rocket ship, make you feel like you going up, and just be showing you some fucking
Hey, if they do
9D
though,
stuff to make you think it's there for real.
I'm gonna let you motherfuckers know because I'm going. Goddamn it, I'm going to see what I can see. I'm gonna let you know all the way what the hell's happening. And then when they tell me I can't film it no more, I'm gonna come back and tell y'all like, man, nigga, look what I saw. And then I'll be like, all right, nigga, that was some bullshit. Nigga, shit start malfunctioning. They called the shit off. Whatever. I'm gonna let y'all know. Cause I'm going to see what I can't see, goddamn it. I ain't fucking with y'all.
I
I'm
mean,
going,
I'm telling you
I'm
that.
going up there. I'm look at the shit. I'm gonna investigate myself. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna report it to the people. And it's gonna be up to y'all to believe me. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna cost a motherfucker like $500,000. So I gotta start saving now.
Yeah, because bro, this
Either
bro,
that
bro,
or
this,
the first real porter they find, I'm going through that bitch. One or the other. I'm going to go see some shit though. I wouldn't give a fuck what happened. I don't know
we
where
can
we
talk
gonna end
about
up.
porn another day because I know a
Yeah,
lot
because that's
about
another show.
that.
That's another show. But I'm just letting you know. If I can go into space or I can go through a portal, nigga, I'm going. Just know that.
My boy
All
gonna
right,
be
so
the
this right
top.
here. Top 10 moon conspiracies, right? And then I want to know how you feel about them. But all right, here we go. Watch this because I can do this. Man.
We'll be crossing into the sphere of influence of the moon.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 conspiracy theories about the moon.
Well, are you going to teach us about space or what?
Before we
No,
continue,
little bitch.
be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into settings and switch on your notifications. Number 10, the moon doesn't exist.
The only reason NASA was founded in 1958 was to keep this thing under wraps.
We'll start with what would appear to be a big one, but the entire thing just isn't real. For those claiming this, there are a few supposed explanations, one of which we'll look deeper into in a later entry. But for now, it's flat Earth. Antarctica is stretching around the entire outer edge like an ice wall.
I know about that.
Are very, very small, and the stars are just lights in the sky. It's one of the most bizarre and controversial conspiracy theories going. There aren't many
The
aspects of the
physical experiment.
world that Earth hasn't solved to rewrite in one way or another. And with the moon, according to some interpretations, it's little more than a large, probably artificial light that's installed onto the ceiling of a grand dome.
Hmm.
The dome then covers the whole of flat Earth with no further satellites or orbiting world.
This BS about the Earth being flat is getting out of control.
I hope am I saying it?
Number 9.
Buzz
Aldrin's
put a
secret
sandwich
This is,
down.
of course, the great day for mankind when we leave our planet Earth and set foot on the moon.
BS.
So on this historic day, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin are in their lunar module, in their space suits. On this next pass, they are preparing.
Like right now, I don't see the moon at all.
Between the Eagle module landing on the moon and the astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin exiting it for the first ever moon walk.
I heard
Aldrin
that
fully
never happened.
line he from Earth. However,
Yeah, I
due to
believe
rising
that.
But that was a wild
Hey,
bullshit simulation too.
Okay, so look, so far, right? The moon being fake. How do you feel about that? Well, I mean, you know, of course, the flat Earth shit.
So I do feel as though maybe it is something broadcast. I do feel like maybe it is like a reflection of some broadcasted. I don't feel like it is. But then it's like there's that theory, right? And then there's like the whole, like I said, back of the moon theory. It's like if it's something going on in the back of the moon, it has to be real because what else are they on the back of it?
So the reason why I don't believe it is because one of two things I do know: the sun is real as a motherfucker, and
Yes.
it is a tandem thing with the moon and the sun. So it's like without one or the other, we wouldn't be here. Basically, we wouldn't be here like we are. So I don't. That's why I don't believe it's fake. Now, what it is I don't know. But what I do know is the sun is real, and if that's a fact,
the moon
then that other motherfucker got man, or it just won't work the way this motherfucker work. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I believe.
But wait, but how would we know that if there was humans on this earth before the moon was here? How do we
And
know?
it didn't work the same way. They also said that during that time, the atmosphere was covered in a mist. It was mist 24/7, and you can only see the sun through the mist. It wasn't as bright, none of that shit. You can see it. They said it was like a golden pebble or some shit in the sky because you can't see through the mist. So everybody down here had afros, nigga, because the hair was frizzy as fuck. It was like being like in Miami in the spring 1,000 times over type shit, right? The animals and people that work on this earth were adapted to it. But when the gift of the moon was given to us, then the tides start to settle in the seas and the mist cleared because it pulled the waters back. Because you know the moon.
But where was all the waters going? Like niggas was living in the waters?
No. So when the moon became in our orbit, it caused our planet to have a slight wobble. That slight wobble caused the effects of the beaches, the way they come and go. Right? When the moon settled in the sky where it settled, it had just the right gravitational pull to pull the tides on the water in that wobble enough to create stable seas. Without the gravitational pull of the moon or whatever the fuck that is, if that was gone, we'd be water world basically, except for very few peaks of like mountains and canyons and shit that are formed through earthquakes and shit that we have now would survive. The waters would rise to just about the level of the Empire State Building.
Interesting.
Around the world.
Interesting.
But because we have that wobble because of the orbit, goddamn dog, because of the orbit, that wobble that the moon creates, the bulge, it allows the seas to move around to where you have a constant pull of water to where it keeps our seeds stable.
Okay.
Supposedly. Yeah,
Less
that's why
science, less-
that and all of that happens because of the size of the moon. Right? It's the
That's what I'm
perfect thing in our
saying. So it's
skies. Like it's the perfect thing in our skies to pair with the sun to give us the civilization we have now. There's nowhere else in our universe like it, in our solar system rather, like it. Nowhere. Places
But
come
how do
close,
we
yada yada yada.
know?
Nowhere. Well, because from what they say, I don't know. I ain't been out there, but that's what they say.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. It's like, bruh. And then they would say some bullshit about supposed to be having a second moon and some other shit coming too. It's like,
No,
bruh,
they was just talking all that shit because it was a asteroid that was going to get caught. That was going to get caught in the orbit of Earth
I
for a
just
day or
don't.
so,
I
and then
guess I
get
just feel
slumped
like
shot
I
right
don't
back
be
out.
believing none of this shit for real. I need hard facts. I don't need y'all made up pictures. I don't
That's
need.
why. That's why. As soon as they get into action, I'm going up there and see for my goddamn self.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes nowadays, especially, you can't even be believing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they fool the nigga up there, then I'm just a fooled ass nigga. But as far as I know, I'm finna go up there and see what I can't see. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you can't control none of that shit. But when they let niggas up there, I'm gonna see what they talking about. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna see, but I'm gonna go see it. You know what I'm saying?
NASA declines to broadcast specifics to the world, and the event was mostly hushed up. The general murkiness, as before, led some to wonder about some kind of higher purpose for the moon. Add into the equation that Aldrin is also a Freemason, that he reportedly established Tranquility Lodge number 2000 on the moon while he was there. Questions increase.
So we really, we're really playing in their face. They believe in this shit. Haha. Okay, don't say that. Be quiet.
8. Nuclear moon.
That's hilarious.
The virus infection. The virus infection.
There's a couple of different ways to look at this one. First, there's the question of why we don't just send our nuclear waste to the moon. Out of sight, out of mind. The main reason is cost. For some, it's still seemingly brilliant of an idea for what's to already be happening. With the moon's stable Earth might be the primary spot for a proposed nuclear dumping ground, if there is one. Second, though, there's the issue of the moon's origin. Giant impact hypothesis, leading theory today, arguing that the moon formed when the ancient Earth crashed into another early planetoid, which then and ultimately settled to be.
The divergence begins when a
Don't
Mars
make sense.
object hits Earth.
Don't make sense.
The impact makes our planet spin faster.
That don't make no
However,
sense.
one alt theory is that actually the moon formed following an early and massive nuclear explosion. While it's not widely accepted, advocates claim that the young Earth experienced a huge nuclear reaction, moving through its core and mantle until what's now the moon is effectively ejected out into space. Number 7, the moon is a hologram.
There you go.
Observe the universe working.
I watched that.
More, it doesn't exist claim.
I did too.
In general, the idea is that the moon is nothing more than an elaborate hologram, a projection beamed into place for unknown reasons. The most often cited evidence for this is the lunar wave, an apparent phenomenon caught on camera by multiple people and widely distributed across the internet and social media. Clips show what appears to be a ripple or wave that spreads across the moon as you look at it. There have been various counterclaims put forward to insist that any seeming wave can be explained by science and nature, or just faulty technology. But for conspiracy theorists, this is some cold hard proof that the moon is glitching or reloading because it's a wholly digital construct.
Is it true? Tell me there's been some kind of mistake.
I wish I could, but the math actually checks out. So it's happening.
Number 6, alien.
Yeah.
From 1969 to 1972, NASA's 6
Okay,
Apollo
here's
11
my other theory.
golden age in space exploration.
Yeah,
The awesome imagery of those missions.
Some
people believe that this image secret history.
Mainstream science says that while alien life is statistically likely, we still haven't discovered. It's what's known as the Fermi paradox. With the moon, though, there are countless claims that actually we have discovered it. Theorists say that alien civilizations have long established bases
Hell no.
and structures on the moon, and again, particularly on the unseen dark side. Such ideas often rely on alleged photographic evidence showing what appears to be buildings, machines, or general anomalies on the lunar surface.
I was in gunshot
This
in
is a
some
warehouse, y'all.
domes and actual bases. Bases on the moon. Ken's
That
talking
ain't
about these
a
rounded
base.
dome-shaped objects in the middle of one of the craters.
There's also the
Ain't no
irresistible
bases.
elements that if an alien force were watching us, then from the moon would be the ideal position for them. This part ties in with what's known as the zoo hypothesis, a proposed cosmic model in which aliens watch over humans like humans do with animals at the zoo.
Our ancestors were like that. Tiny mammals who survived by hiding.
But it appears you have ceased to be afraid.
Why do you say that?
You contacted another planet.
Number 5, Nazi moon landings.
Nazi scientists, some of them tied to war crimes, including horrific concentration camp experiments, brought to the U.S. in a secret program to advance American security interests during the Cold War.
At the end of World War II, there began one of the most uncomfortable and complex episodes in modern American history, Operation Paperclip. This was the infamous recruiting by the U.S. of former Nazi scientists in a bid to better science and technological research in the emerging space.
I also think the United States is in cahoots with the motherfucking aliens too.
100. Okay, so there was a contract. You know the whole 400 years thing that we read about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boom. So Queen Elizabeth was the last living person or entity from that contract. Once that bitch died, that was the end of the 400 years. Do you know? And I have kept personal track of this shit. Ever since that shit has happened, everything has been in an uproar. They can't keep nothing under wraps. Everything is just being put out because the veil is up. It's over. That contract is up. So they're still in cahoots. But I feel like now it's up for grabs, and that's why all this shit's happening. All this shit's in the sky. They casting out all these different drones and different teams to try to watch what they're about to be doing. Trying to now create all these different sky distractions because it's really about to be some real shit showing in the sky because now they could do what they want.
Pretty much. I mean, they could do what they want regardless. I mean, they had that
Yeah,
little
but I
tribute
feel
and
like it
shit,
was
but
a. I feel
you know
like
what
it
I'm
was
saying? They
a
was like, you know what, niggas,
real.
ding dong, the witch is dead,
Yeah,
boom, we coming after it. No, I don't think they fucking with us.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
they
like coming after you, but I think it's more of like a. All right, now we about to get jiggy. What we doing?
Let's go
What y'all
start taking
down here
everybody
doing?
instead of some
Not even
people.
taking niggas. Like just start showing niggas shit and doing different
See that?
things, and it's like I'm ready. I'm here. I'm happy to be alive because this is great.
Hey, it's going down. I believe they go pop up on a motherfucker one day and just be like,
No,
you
I
know what,
know
man?
it.
We ain't even tripping on y'all like that. We just came to see what was happening. I mean, we been here in and out. We like the vacation in Cabo and shit. Y'all don't be seeing us. We be there. And we just tried to let y'all know we here, man. What's up? How y'all doing? What y'all got going on?
I'll be
Let's
like,
mingle. You know what
can you please get rid of the motherfucking money system so we can grow our plants again, please?
I'm saying?
Straight up. I just need to be able
Right
to
quick,
make my
right?
own shit. I need some fruit trees because this is some BS, please, sir.
Hey, boy, hooking it up with some knowledge. I need to be able to
Nah, I need to be able to
teleport.
replant everything
I
and
want to
be
tell
able
you,
to
you can
teleport to
replant stuff
different
anyway.
places.
Yeah, I
No,
want
I'm
to be able to
talking
teleport.
about I need to learn that power where you go like this and that motherfucker start to bloom.
Oh
I
yeah,
know y'all
man.
know how to do that. Look, I know y'all know how to do that. Y'all do that at y'all shit. I know y'all know how to do that.
You got to tap into your inner
Green
Mother
thing.
Earth. Right
I'm in
quick.
there.
Man. All right,
Trying to
hold
get
on.
in there at least. Shit.
A little bit, right?
Space race against the USSR. History shows how America ultimately
Right
won the race,
quick.
largely. However, with all of that as a backdrop, conspiracies have long been whispered that America performed so well with German help because the Nazis had already been to the moon.
German aerospace engineer Werner von Braun is the founding father of
I can
rockets.
see that.
More Van Braun
I
was
want to
used.
see some footage of it going all the way up.
Even a Nazi. He was a genius.
See,
Versions of the theory.
Stacey lying. They
Army
never
made it to the
showed
lunar
going
Right.
all the way through. Go ahead.
All the way into space, right?
Importantly,
But
there's
they don't go into space. I'm trying to tell you.
an American rocket.
They're in a warehouse right there, green screen, going crazy.
This Russian rocket was
Go
essentially
ahead,
just
go ahead, keep going. Show me the rest. Show me the rest.
how difficult
Why
is
had
it
to
to
stay?
believe?
Why couldn't follow it? Why had to stay looking at
So
the
that's a
top?
lie. They have.
Number 4.
They have. Let me
Hollow
pause.
moon. From the inferences,
I
That's
wanna
what I
see that.
believe. I believe that bitch hollow with the motherfucker.
hollow, because the moon is made predominantly on the surface of a
Okay, so listen to this right quick. They do have footage of that shit, right? That Red Bull actually got footage of this shit because they took a motherfucker into the upper stratosphere, right? In a fucking moonwalking suit or whatever, into the stratosphere, and that motherfucker jumped off the thing into back to Earth as recorded as one of the longest jumps in Guinness.
I mean, I feel like I don't think that's what I think. That's just up in them planes be up there.
You know, no, it was harder than that. You see to where you need actually no, you see the motherfucker breaking the plane to where you can see the curvature of the earth. Like you can see the motherfucker seeing where it's light and dark where space is, nigga. And a nigga jump off that bitch. Like they got that type of footage. It's out there.
I need to see it.
They did that. Look up Red Bull space jump or some shit like that. That shit will pop
I
up.
sure will.
Crazy. That shit's
I'm ready
crazy.
for that. I need to see that.
Have that.
basalt. Although it's a very lightweight rock, it also absorbs impact extremely well. Look up at the sky at night, particularly on a full moon, and you may well marvel at the sheer size of our glowing satellite. It's a pretty substantial mass, and yet one of the most infamous conspiracy theories about the moon says that actually it's not quite so solid as it may appear. In general, there are 2 avenues down which theorists tread. One is that despite its apparent sturdiness, the moon is actually a structurally weakened world, littered with holes and tunnels, to the point that on its inside, it's basically empty. The other, though, is that the moon is actually fully hollow because it's an entirely artificial structure. Here again, the supporters argue that the hollowed out interior is made that way specifically to house alien beings, keeping them from the view of Earth.
Put it bluntly,
That just looks like the Earth, if you ask me.
huge and artificial. Whoever built this incredible thing must think we're a pathetic species.
Scientific evidence overwhelmingly supports the idea of a solid lunar core, however. Number 3, spaceship moon.
What was amazing about this is that suddenly the moon began to ring like a bell and did so for nearly an hour.
An extension of hollow moon, this theory says that not only are there vast open spaces inside the moon, and not only are those spaces occupied by extraterrestrial creatures, the moon is also not a moon at all. It's a spaceship, an ancient alien craft, positioned in Earth's orbit for undisclosed reasons, that could presumably jet off at any time.
Please don't ask. It's highly likely our moon was built by aliens. We have to get inside and make first contact. I told you not to ask.
Of course, with such out there take on our closest celestial neighbor, there have been various ideas put forward as to why an alien vehicle might have docked right next to us. For example, some have applied the lab hypothesis, a close relation to the zoo hypothesis, which suggests that any watching alien race might also be experimenting on humankind and life on Earth in general, with or without any regard for our well-being.
Don't even get me started on eclipses. They're only possible because the moon is exactly 400 times smaller than the sun and exactly 400 times closer to the Earth. Anyone know how that happened?
Because the moon's a megastructure?
It's someone's paying attention.
Number 2, fake moon landing, part 1.
And when you're down here,
What movie was that? I want to watch that movie.
That was Moonfall. It was a pretty dope little movie too. I watched it.
changes here.
It was cool.
Over and above every other conspiracy theory involving the moon, there's this. First, we'll look at the how, and then we'll look at the why. Broadly, the claim is that NASA faked the 1969 moon landing and likely all subsequent moon landings thereafter, simply to ensure that they beat the Soviet Union in the eyes of the watching world.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. I believe they're setting up
The director, Stanley Kubrick, is famously said to have been commissioned by NASA to produce the fake footage in a hurriedly constructed TV studio. It has also been claimed that Arthur C. Clarke wrote the script and that Walt Disney provided the funding, although Disney died 2.5 years before the landings were made.
The organization of Disney did though.
I'm about to say because
Be sure to
I could have sworn that
subscribe to our
just
channel.
happened
Be notified about our
like a
latest
year, like a couple of years
videos.
ago.
You have the option to be notified for it.
You do what to who now?
I could have sworn they said who died? Walt Disney.
Yeah, he died 2 years before the moon landing, and I said his
But I
corporation.
thought he just recently died not too long ago.
No, I think he died
Like-
a long time ago. I think he died a long ass time ago.
Bruh,
Before the Disney that we know, that nigga died before, when Disney was just getting out of being black and white. Yep, I know that for sure. Like, he don't know nothing about the Mickey Mouse and shit we got going on today. Yeah, like this is all family and executives and all that shit. Like Disneyland and all that shit. That nigga wasn't alive for none of that shit.
Yeah, 1966.
Yeah, so you wasn't alive for none of that shit. That nigga
Crazy work.
thought that nigga died when like in the 80s or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go to
Early
settings
90s or some shit.
and switch on your notifications.
That's real generational wealth right there, though.
One, fake moon landing, part
For real.
2.
Thank you. The realest one right here.
And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made in the White House. I just can't tell you how proud we
It's the
all
one.
are.
Yeah, how the hell
According to the
y'all
theory,
talking?
why did they do it? There have been multiple
That clear.
suggestions
And
taken
they
in the
can't even
USA.
get good Wi-Fi on Earth.
For
But y'all
one,
can talk to the nigga all the way on the
gain
moon,
victory over
though?
the
Got some bullshit.
USSR and to assert America as the
Especially
dominant
this
nation.
far back in the day.
It's also been said that it was all hoaxed as part of a massive nationwide psychological
I'm
drive.
loving this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wanna know why? Because this proves everything I be saying. Bullshit.
What you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world.
Hmm.
And as you talk to us from the sea of tranquility, it inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to Earth.
Given that much of the original footage from the 1969 landings has also since been mistakenly erased by NASA, this is a theory that's just
Mistakenly, huh?
refused to go away. Over the years, almost
Right.
has been debunked, from the movement of the flags to the shadows on the ground. But for conspiracy theorists, there's just no denying that it never actually happened.
Thank you.
Of course it was debunked. That's why they burnt all the footage, nigga. They can say whatever they want to say
Which
at
of these
that
theories are
point.
you most intrigued by? Which do you find most?
The last one.
I like the hollow moon theory. That bitch is, I think that bitch is hollow as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever going on with that bitch though, it is a wondrous, wondrous thing, man. I don't think we'll ever learn in our lifetime, anyway.
I mean, hey, never say never. We'll
You know
see.
what I'm saying?
We shall see. Because things are
We
changing
shall
very
see.
fucking fast.
Hey man, we learn this shit every day. It's always a new rabbit hole to go down or some new insight to find about some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers is pumping out AI content by the minute. Motherfuckers is shooting real pictures by the minute. It's kind of making it hard to decipher. But that's another show for another day. We in this bitch now, y'all. We going through all of them. I'm telling y'all, we doing all of them. Again, we going through the whole dead internet theory. We going through the whole. We doing it all. We all of them. Again.
I'm ready because I'm full of them. So let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's the rebrand. That was us, and this is this. Like, share, subscribe, man. I got a thing for that. Hold on, I got a thing for that. Watch this. Watch this. Watch what I got for that. Bam. Boom. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that sub button. Hit the notifications. Shit.
Comment
So you
down
know when we
below
pop back
which
on.
theory that y'all felt like was the truth.
Always engage in
like
the
another
chat.
one.
I'm ready to squabble up in the chat with some flat earthers. We can get it. You know what I'm saying? Squabble
I'm a flat earther.
Squabble up. I mean, other than my daughter, because we can't even squabble up my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Unless she jump on
I'm
y'all
saying y'all
side,
got an
we
ally on the
squabbling up
channel.
too. Gobble
Look,
up.
look, y'all got an
Gobble up.
ally,
You
so
know
it's okay. Y'all ain't
what
gonna
I'm
be
talking
alone.
about? Jump in that bitch, talk y'all shit, because we damn sure talking yours. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see y'all asses. I'm thinking Wednesdays now. That's gonna be another day. We doing this shit by the season, so you only get 10 more of these bitches, 8 more of these, but wait, 7 more of these bitches. We doing
Yes.
8 episode seasons. So you know what I'm saying? Go try to keep it as consistent as possible, which should be easy because we taping now. We taping
in
and
there.
editing all this cool shit. So y'all will get this shit consistently. Yeah, we ain't fucking around like we was fucking around last year. We on our shit.
Own it.
So subscribe, man, and help us out a little bit. And until then, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get this over here so I can tap us out on time. Peace.